Good morning. This is Mike Sneed coming to you, giving you an update on my dump truck restoration project. I'm done. What I've done over the weekend. I actually scraped and removed the rust and repainted it, and now it's completed. And I'm just gonna have to now. All I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drive it for a couple of days to make sure everything is working mechanically fine. I've put in some miles on it, but usually what I do when I get these service trucks, after I go ahead and paint it and get it protected, keep it from rusting, then what I'll do, I'll actually go ahead and I'll drive it for maybe a week or two and try to put maybe 200 or 300 miles on it just to see if any mechanical issues that might have done to it. And I do this with all my service trucks. Whenever I buy them, I bring them out. And the paint job, I had some people to email me and text me about the paint job that let me get this stuff off here. Okay, the paint job that I'm doing is not something that I'm gonna do to actually to put this truck in no. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My internet, for some reason, was acting up a little bit. Well, as I was saying, when I do these trucks, I'm not doing this to actually put these trucks in no car contest or anything. I'll be driving around on the weekend with my wife and kids trying to go out and anything. I'm strictly doing this strictly to protect it, to keep it from rusting. It's strictly for just keeping it from rusting. It's not to make it to be in no car contest. And it does make it look a little better. You have to really get close up on it to actually see some of the imperfections. But I've done it so long and so many times now, I pretty much got it down to pack. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the truck now. I'm going to switch it around, just show you what I've done. And if you remember what it looked like when I first got it on, I think it was Thursday, to where it is now. And it usually takes me about a day and a half to do it. What I'll do one day, I'll sand it down, get rid of the rust, and paint it. And then after I paint it, the next day I have to come back around and re-sand it to get out any runs or any bubbles or anything imperfection. And then I'll just spot paint again. So it takes me about a day and a half because I really could do it in one day, but I got to give the paint time to dry so I can re-sand it down. So I'm going to now switch the camera around, just show you the truck and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here go the finished product, and all of this is done right outside of my house. I don't take it to a shop or anything. I do it right outside my house, or sometimes I take it down to the store, and I do it behind the store that I have or whatnot. So I do all of it right outside with a wire brush and just the can of spray paint, and it lasts. Let me get back so you can see. I do it right out here. See, you can't even tell all the rust and stuff that was on there. All of it now is taken care of. A lot of guys who flip cars on Craigslist, they do the same thing just like I've done. They go buy cars at the auctions and do the exact same thing I'm doing, then put them back on Craigslist and flip them. But this is what you get, and it cost me about $80 to paint this and to get it protected. And now it's ready. Like I said, it's not gonna be something that you're gonna win no car show with. But this truck right here, I'm gonna take it and go park it beside one of my rehab houses, and people are going to be throwing bricks from the second floor into it. They're going to be throwing old toilets, everything into here. So I don't really care about it being a perfect paint job or anything. I just want to get there to protect the metal, to keep it from rusting, and it also make it a little bit more presentable when I do pull up. So there you go. The truck is completed now, and I'm going to drive it for the next couple of days and make sure everything mechanically is fine. I'm hearing one thing over there on the right, on this front wheel. I think it's a wheel bearing. I don't know, but I'll jack it up in a second and make sure if it's a wheel bearing. If it's a wheel bearing, I'll just replace that and be ready to go. So I'm gonna switch it around. Okay. So there we go. The truck is completed and it's ready to be put in for me to go ahead and just start driving it, get some miles on it. And once I drive it for about maybe about 200 miles is about all I'm going to drive this one. I might drive it down to my hometown and back, and that gives me a good feel of everything that's going on mechanically with it. And once that's ready, then I'll go drop it off, and I feel comfortable leaving it for the guys to drive it back and forth to the landfill and stuff throughout the week. The other thing I want to tell you, I'm actually, like I said, I was in some earlier videos, I'm trying to transition over into the YouTube world. So now going forward, I'm going to start loading up my old videos into YouTube, and the YouTube place I'm going to be loading it up to is going to be Save, Invest, and Repeat. That's the name of my YouTube channel, Save, Invest, Repeat. And what I'm going to be doing there, I'm going to be showing you all the things that I'm doing far as me working my small business to create money, and once I get a stash of money, what I'm doing and investing that money into, then I'm going back and repeating the process. So for a while, until I can get enough subscribers up and stuff over there on YouTube, I'll be doing the live here, and then uploading the videos over into my YouTube page channel. If you would just share and like and go over to YouTube. It should be up now, so if you go to YouTube, look for Save, Invest, Repeat, and just subscribe and like the channel. And as we go forward, I'm going to start to do more. I'm going to try to get a better video camera, better camera person out here to actually look at it, and we're going to go more in depth as we go forward. I'm going to try to give y'all more and better content, and maybe then I can go more in depth behind the scenes of some of the meetings and all that stuff that we're doing. So looking forward to it. Like I said, the YouTube channel is going to be Save, Invest, Repeat. And look forward to seeing y'all over there in the YouTube world. And thank you. And if you have, like in past times, you have any questions that you would like for me to answer or anything, I got quite a bit of feedback from the truck restoration. I didn't know people were interested in that, but I've been doing it for, God knows, for probably 15 years. And they said, well, how do you learn how to do that? I said, well, when you broke and you go buy these cheap trucks, I would have to try to fix them up so I can put my signs and stuff on them. Because a lot of times, if you come there with a truck that's look just totally rusted like this one did, and you pull in somebody's driveway, they're kind of skeptical it's going to be leaking oil and this and that. So I just learned how to do this over the years, and I still do it. So like I said, this one right here, I bought it from the state surplus auction in Raleigh. And they have really stepped their game up over there. Now when you go bid on the cars and stuff, they actually give you this truck. I was actually able to see all the service reports with this truck. Every time they change the oil, they give you a sheet just like a Carfax. The state keep a running log of everything they do to their vehicles. So now when you get ready to bid on the vehicles, you can actually pull down all the service history. So I saw this truck right here was still in service, that they were actually using it, and they had just put a new clutch in it not even a year ago, and it was still in service. And that's one of the things. When I go look at these trucks and stuff, I used to be skeptical of buying a truck that had that was older, that had so low miles, because this only got 28,000 miles and it's a 1993. I usually kind of skeptical of that, because what happened, they haven't been driven much, and if you get them and you start driving them, a lot of times you start having problems with the transmissions, the belts and the hoses will be actually dry rotted. So when that it'll start pumping all that trash and stuff back through the engine, through the coolant system and stuff, and it just causes you a lot of problems. But when I saw that this truck was actually still in service up until probably about 6 or 7 months ago, the last time they changed the oil and stuff in it, I said, okay, this is good. And they actually had it doing something that I'm going to do with it. I think they were just taking stuff to the landfill, or they had it at the landfill just transporting stuff. Because it's in really good shape. The engine is fine. Like I said, I put probably 80 miles on it so far. And so far it's really good. So if you have any questions, concerns, even about the trucks, if you want to know how I pick out the trucks and where I find them at, and I'll just show you also, I'll show you what I use to paint with. Okay, this is what I use to paint. I just buy this right here. It's a little thing that fits right on top of your paint can, and this is what I normally do for all my paint, my beds and stuff like this. I use this this paint, and let me show you what it does. Just take this little top. You're gonna excuse me for a second. I'm gonna push this top on here. There you go. You push that on there, and that's your spray can, and that's what I use to paint all my trucks. So I get the Rust-Oleum. Let me switch it back around. I get the Rust-Oleum and to protect for the rust and stuff, and just take a wire brush and knock all the rust off, and then with the paint that I use here, I get the one that has the paint that goes on the actual body itself. I get the one that has the primer and the paint all together, so I only have to spray it one time. So all right, well, I'm gone. Like I said, go over to YouTube and subscribe, invest, save, invest, repeat, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.